Good evening, CFTA! How are you guys? I'm not your host. Don't worry, I'm not as good looking as he is. Your host will be with you shortly. I'm here to do the in-house announcements. First of which being, welcome to CFTA. Thank you. We appreciate you being here. It means the world to us, all 40 of you. That's what the world means to us, 40 people. It's a kind of a cult behavior. We're very glad that you're here. Just so you know, we have some beer, some pizza, some alcohol in general, shots. If you want any of that, you can get it at the bar. If you would like a copy of your video, it's shot on 5 cameras, very sexy, pristine. It's only $15 as well. You can talk to Jake about that. And last and not least, the show is going to be divided into 2 sections. One being with a host, where we have 15 comics, 5 minutes each. If you see Larry standing there, it's time to get the fuck out. The other part of it is shotgun. So we keep going as long as there's comics. You just come along and introduce the person coming next after you on stage. That's it. Did I forget anything? I don't know. You wouldn't know. If you did, I wouldn't be here, right? Kind of redundant. Yeah, upcoming shows. Thank you, Jake. It's Jake's birthday, by the way. Tomorrow. It's okay. When's your birthday? It's actually June 1st. I have no idea why it's... boo. Unclap. Unclap for Jake, please. Unclap. If you can, unclap. Yeah, exactly. Unclap. Oh, I don't know. Okay, sorry about that. So tomorrow we have storytelling night. It's an open mic as well. You're all welcome. Come perform, tell a story, sob story. If your therapist is on vacation like mine was, you can totally use it tomorrow. It's cheaper. It's free. With Saturday we have 2 Ukrainian shows. So if you speak Ukrainian, one's in English, one's in Ukrainian. Yeah, one is in English, one is in Ukrainian. If you speak Ukrainian, you can come. If you don't, you only speak Russian, also come, because you're taking over. That was bleak. Fuck. Then that's it. Oh, Sunday we have Black Zeus' show. Not another comedy show. It's almost sold out, so get your tickets. It's a fucking fantastic show. Like I seen it twice. I slept through one just because I was tired. But when I watched it again on YouTube, man, it was great. No, it's really good. Seriously, guys. Zeus has put in a lot of work into it. So congrats, man, on your... congrats. With that, this concludes my segment. And it's time to bring in your host. So let's show him a big, thunderous, loud of applause, Mr. Larry Smith!
Ladies and gentlemen, keep it going for George! George, the only Jesus Hamilton can afford. That's right, our Jesus doesn't do miracles. Our Jesus asks you, do you have a cigarette or some spare change, sir? That's great to be here. That's right, you guys, because I don't think you're comedians. Are you 3 comedians? Are you a comedian? No, actually, okay, because I'm like going, apparently I heard we might actually even have 1 or 2 like real fucking audience members here tonight. This place is always sold out, but that's because they have 900 comedians signed up here. I swear to God, by the time this show is done, most of us will be 20 years older. Yeah, I'm your host, Larry. If you don't know me, I've been doing comedy full-time since 1989. So I want all you comics to know, if you work really hard at it, you could do it full-time for 40 years and have nothing to show for it. I have no money, nobody knows who the fuck I am, and I can't get my teeth till Wednesday. And it's my own fault because I have a cut-rate dentist. I can't afford a good dentist, so I have a dentist who, when he does a cleaning, it's a dry cleaning. That's why I can't get them till Wednesday until after 10. And I can't lose the fucking ticket, or I'm just like fucked. Something related to that, I took a flight recently to do a gig in the States, and they lost my luggage, and when I went to complain about it, I knew I was never getting my luggage back. Because the guy at the counter was wearing my fucking clothes. Yeah, we got a lot of people here. We got, like, I was excited before I went on. Ray Lockdust is here, and fucking my buddy Ryan Sim. A lot of very, very funny people, and Joey Baum. So I'm supposed to give you the rules tonight. This is a light, and I'm a 60-year-old stoner, so I don't know if it's going to work for me. There you go. That's the red light. That means get the fuck off. The yellow light means you got a minute to get the fuck off. And if Larry is standing on this side of the post with the pad under his arm, you really should get the fuck off. That's that clue. Now, I told George outside I was going to open with this. Are there any people here by applause who aren't comedians? Oh, wow, 3 of you. So I'm going to meet all 4 of you. Because what the fuck, we might as well. That way you'll relax. You won't worry about the comedians talking to you because they already talked to you. And I know I'm looking at you, lady, but I'm not talking to you first. That's misdirection. I did it because I'm stoned. If I was a magician, that would have been like professionalism. Hi, what is your name, the lady in the glasses? Jennifer. Wicked. Jennifer, your foot's going a mile an hour. Are you smuggling a squirrel in that purse? Maybe one? Wicked. And where are you from? Oh, Brantford. How are you liking the electric lights and shit? Exciting, isn't it? I'm making fun of Brantford because why not? Let's give Dunville an evening off, you know? And I'm allowed to make fun of Dunville. I fucking spent a year there one night. I'm stoned. I keep getting fascinated by your Scooby-Doo hat, you fucking asshole. Yeah, I fucking love Scooby-Doo. I'm 60. I love Scooby-Doo. Nothing I love more now is a Gen X and getting high and watching cartoons on YouTube that I haven't seen in forever. So for you guys tonight, sorry, Jennifer, I digress. I go off topic sometimes, guys. I got that AC/DC thing where you can't pay attention. AC/DC, what? That's what I call it, because fuck, it's how I remember what. Come on in. Grab a seat. Come on in. If you're a comedian, you'll be going on at about 4 a.m. Just so you fucking know. The list is over there. Oh, no, dude. You didn't ask a date to see you do comedy, did you? I'm not here. She's not a date and I'm not doing comedy. Oh, fucking wicked. Good for you. I asked who wasn't doing comedy and you didn't applaud. Oh, you did? Okay, because I was going to say, holy fuck, dude, you know? You look like you're in Hamilton undercover. I know, I'll wear a ball cap and a checkered shirt, and they'll think I'm one of them. Are you from Hamilton? Wait, she said yes like, fuck, just say yes. And he said yes like, oh, I better lie. Are you, like, did you move here? Yes. Is that why you hesitated? Yes. What is your name? Ben. Ben, the 2 of us may look no more. That's a Michael Jackson song. He sings to a rat. Fuck you, people online right now. Google it. There's this guy named Willard, and he trains rats to kill his whole fucking family. And Michael Jackson sings a song to the fucking rat. Oh, hold on a minute, man. Speaking of Michael Jackson, and I brought up Scooby-Doo, then I brought up AC/DC, because I got ADHD, I can't pay fucking attention, so I call it AC/DC so I can fucking remember it. And then you got these people people. It's a stupid fucking thing. You can't remember shit, they give you 4 letters. You can't walk, they give you 2. You can't remember stuff, they give you 2 extra. Like, what the fuck? It's the same guy who invented the word stutter. Yeah, we'll put an ST at the start and 2 in the middle. That'll fuck them up. But okay, because of your hat. I haven't done this on stage in years. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, wicked! Greg Grabowski's here just when I'm going to do something. Just when I'm going to do something incredibly stupid. So you'll love it. All right. This is my impression of Shaggy from Scooby-Doo walking. It's going to suck for you because it's more of a sideways thing. Just to get really weird, how many people remember the arcade game Joust? By applause. If there's enough of you, I'll do it. Okay. My impression. Yeah, just grab a fucking chair. We're doing a goddamn show for fuck's sake. Jesus Christ! You may be having a nice evening out with your back on stage. Fuck you, Greg! You're right having a nice evening with your lovely wife Sandy. I'm at work.
You're embarrassing me.
I'm not even gonna plug your fucking show now. When is the Father's Day show?
It's on Father's Day weekend, the Friday. You're on it.
What's the date?
The 19th.
I'm a stoner. I'm 60. I don't remember the fucking date. I'll be doing a show with Greg on June 19th for Father's Day weekend. If you'll notice, I yelled at Greg a lot, but I did that off the microphone because I'm a professional. Just for you newer people, I don't want you getting bad habits. So I'm not going to bug you anymore. I'm going to, because I got to get people up here or we're going to be here till 6 a.m. But I do want to share the jokes that only comedians get. So I did want to tell the audience people, all 4 of you, that these jokes may not resonate with you, but they will with the comics. The first joke is, there's a professional comedian and another professional comedian, and they meet at an airport. And the one comic says to the other comic, "Where you been?" And he said, "Well, I just did this gig in Florida. And they only paid me half the money. I had to pay for all my own meals, all my own drinks. The accommodation was a shed in the yard in the back of the club. They gave me a dirty towel. That was my blanket and my towel for when I showered using a garden hose. And I had to do 3 shows a night." And the other comedian goes, "Wow, where was that? Can you put in a good word for me?" How many comedians, how many professional comedians does it take to screw in a light bulb? 2. 1 to screw it in and 1 to go, "You know, I think I saw somebody do something really similar to that last Thursday." How many MCs does it take to screw in a light bulb? 1, but you never know when the fuck he's going to finish. And the most important one, before I bring on your first comic tonight, the most important one is, how many open mic comics does it take to screw in a light bulb? None! Because those fuckers have no idea what a light looks like. So I'll be doing tidbits in between. I hope you all enjoy yourself. I know for the most part you will, but like I say, Joey Baum is in the building tonight. And I only bug him because I love him. Ladies and gentlemen, our first comic is a great guy. I love him to death. He wrote a fantastic book back in the Renaissance about going to hell and stuff. Would you please welcome my friend Dante?
CFTA, make some noise. As Larry was saying, my name is Dante, or as my friends call me, the weekend if you never made it. Yeah, Larry sees me walking towards him and he's like, oh, here comes Thursday afternoon. The other day, one of my friends lost his phone. I'm like, no worries, dude, I'll call it for you. Called his phone, and then I heard it in between the couch cushions. I picked it up, and it said, call from the work week. Me and Larry are no longer friends. Growing up, I felt like I was the only black guy that couldn't play basketball, which sucked, because I grew up in Milton, where I was the only black guy. This one time I went into a sport check, and as soon as I walked through the front door, the lady at the front desk is like, sorry, we're out of basketballs. Yeah, I'm here for that badminton racket, actually. One cool thing about Milton, though, is we actually have one of the only deaf high schools in all of Ontario, and that was the high school that I went to. You know, it was really dope. Even the cheerleaders were deaf. They'd be like, give me an A. They'd be like, oh. Yeah. You know, I don't want to brag, but, I used to get hand jobs from a girl that knew sign language. Yeah, she could jerk me off and talk dirty to me with the same hand. She'd be like, do you like that, Daddy? I'm just kidding, that's fucked up. I was recently in LA, and I realized how far in the future LA is compared to Canada. You know, I was walking around and I saw they had one of those delivery bots where it's kind of like Uber Eats, but there's no driver and it's just like a bot. So the bot would go to the restaurant, put the food in, and then take it to someone's house. But then on the bot it has the name of the robot. And I was walking by and it said, Ramesh is on a delivery. And I said, oh my God, they're taking the robots' jobs. And I'm just like, oh, they missed the perfect opportunity. Why not just call it Jag Beep? One thing that I saw recently that really pissed me off is I saw one of those commercials where they really try and pull on the heartstrings, and it's like, for 85 cents a day, you can feed a hungry dog. And that pissed me off because growing up, it was only 25 cents for a black child. And what's even worse is that they hired the same fly to land on the dog. I guess before I go, I've been using the dating apps, and it's been all right. It's been so-so. I recently matched with this girl, but in her bio it said, I identify as a transformer. Now, I'm such a nerd, right? That I read that and I was like, I wonder if she would suck the allspark out of me. Transformers fan sick. I'm just trying to find someone to bumble beat my meat. Most people, they want that hawk tua, but I want that. All right. Anyways, that's my time, guys.
Go up for Dante! Dante, I hate to break it to you, this is Hamilton. The best you can hope to bang in this town is a GoBot. Some of you remember that because you had a mom who didn't buy you a Transformer. She bought you a motherfucking GoBot. It was like having a G.I. Frank That's right, that's right. I felt bad I didn't talk to him, and I was going to talk to him, and he's so pissed off, he fucking left. I'm a horrible comedian. I can't believe I fucking did that. Oh, I wanted to make a public service announcement. If you own an inflatable doll, don't do what I did. Do not fill it with helium so you can fuck it on the ceiling like you're in space. It's not smart. Because one, I was having oral sex with it, and a friend called, and I think they know, because I picked up the phone and I went, "Hello, how's it going?" And don't smoke a cigarette afterwards, or you'll find yourself 2 blocks away, naked, covered in burnt rubber. That's all I'm gonna say. So I didn't know what I was gonna do when I got up here before I. Ooh, okay, now I can read it because of the lights. I thought this was Bruce spelt incorrectly. It's short for Black Zeus. You're up in a minute. But I looked at it, and the Z looks like an R. Doesn't it look like a little bit like... Look, it looks a bit like an R. I feel like we're doing Woody Allen. Doesn't it say Gub? Yeah, so I thought your name was Bruce, and I thought, wow, that's the most un-black name I've ever heard. Hello, I'm Bruce. Certain people shouldn't have certain names, like certain people shouldn't have certain voices. Like Mike Tyson should not have that fucking voice. Come on! If you were banging a chick and you answered the phone in the middle of it and went, hello, and you heard, hello, who's this? This is Larry. Who the fuck is this?
Get your boyfriend Mike. You better get off here right now or I'm going to be over there. I'm going to kick your ass.
Like to see you fucking try. Because boom, 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 open the door.
Hi, I'm Mike.
Motherfucker! See, that's just wrong. But this next gentleman will be taping a special. Are you taping a special?
No, it's just a show.
You're just doing a show? He could tape a special. He's that good, ladies and gentlemen. You're gonna love him, and I'm really glad that the Greek gods represent all minorities. So please welcome the god of comedy, Black Zeus.
Somebody get that guy some fentanyl quick. Not enough to kill him, but just enough to slow him down. Everybody's all right? All right, sick, man. I have a special. It's on YouTube and shit, but I got 5 minutes, so, I'll do some new shit. I just got called Woody Allen, I think. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I just got roasted by a guy with no teeth. I'm still trying to process it. I'm like, was that endearing, or was he calling me the N-word secretly? What the fuck? I know white tricks. The fuck do I want to talk about? I got a bunch of new shit. I'm using my high school skills again. I started using those old skills that, everybody always says, like, what the fuck does high school teach you that you're going to use in your life? Turns out forgery is the thing. Because I just signed my mom's signature for some reason. As an adult, I needed to do that still. It was to pick up my own package from Shoppers Drug Mart. I'm like, this white lady did not trust that was my package. She's like, why is this address not your address? And then on the back of the thing, it says the person can sign it for you. I'm working on a joke, and I don't know where this is going right now. I'm like, I'm just as bored as you guys. I'm pretty sure. All right, so I tried the forging thing. Dante was talking about the weekend being compared to the weekend, but I'm actually Ethiopian, so like I actually get compared to the weekend. I mean, I don't mean like in terms of looks, but in terms of performance. My mom was waiting for me to find success. I've been doing comedy for 15 years, and every old Habesha Ethiopian woman loves the weekend, but they can go fuck themselves because they're like, stop comparing me to him. Why you not be like Abel? You do too much swear, you smoke weed. They don't like it. But like, bitch, are you listening to this guy's lyrics? All his music is about cocaine. Fuck. You just got I just got to sing all my comedy now? I like to say the N-word a lot. Is that what's going to get me to actually fucking become famous? Nigger, nigger, please. Nigger, please. Go fuck yourself. All right, now I am going to look at my phone. Dante, you can yell at me. I did that. You know, we've been talking about mental health. You guys into mental health? I said we've been talking about it, but that's just me in my head. I don't think I heard anybody talk about mental health tonight so far. Larry, you should start talking about it, though. This is a nice slow burn. This guy compared me to Woody Allen, bro. I don't like kids. I mean, they're cool, but not like that, you know? What the fuck? Gonna adopt some fucking kids and goddamn call it a career. I don't have any Woody Allen material. I'm sorry I took it there. But you guys are aware of what he did. Curse you, Larry! If you can't tell, I'm wearing Vans because I'm in my mid-30s and I'm trying to be cool again. So I'm trying to skateboard. I feel like a bitch. You go to the skateboard park as a fucking 36-year-old man, and you have like 18-year-olds trying to like help you fucking just. It's adorable, but you do feel like a bitch. Like, do a kickflip. I'm like, I could barely. My knees are clicking, young man. Young man. It's tough right now for me because I've been working on my mental health, but you know, like that for me as a black male involves not sleeping with white women. That it should be like step 2 on black men's fucking mental health list, but it's really like step not on the list. It's just mostly not on the list, but you gotta take a break just to see what life is like, you know? How many times can you go to Niagara Falls before you're like, I've seen water before? It's a lot of water, bro. But I like skateboarding. I'm trying to like get more black women in my roster, but they don't want to fuck me because they see the Vans and they just see a skateboard nigga. Black women don't like skateboarders. I don't know exactly why, but I'm pretty sure it's because when they see these shoes, they hear this. He was a skater boy. He's a see you later boy. And you're not trying to fuck that unless you're a girl named Courtney. Any Courtneys here tonight? I'll see you outside with my skateboard. Well, that was new material night for me. And I love y'all, man. Peace.
Gentlemen, Black Zeus. Right on. Look at that. He's so funny he made this man have to pee. That's right on. So, now this lady's gone. Now the lady in the back. What? It's time to meet another audience member, the lady with the glasses. What is your name, miss?
My name is Shelley.
Shelley, wicked. And where are you from, Shelley?
I am from Hamilton.
Whereabouts in the Hammer?
I live right here in the heart of Corktown.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Wow, I'm from the East End, and even I would like to say I'm sorry. I'm kidding. And what do you do, Shelley?
I work here.
You work here?
I work
Oh, that's why you offered me a water from behind the bar.
exactly what
I just thought you were a homeless person trying to earn a tip.
Well, I wanted a water too.
You know, because I smoke joints out here throughout the evening, so I keep doing a good job for you people. And, oh yeah, man, I got pissed off last night. I don't drink anymore, which sucks. You know the worst thing about not being able to drink? Now I can only fuck people I like. Fuck off, it's true. You've all been there. You've all bagged somebody you didn't like. You've all done it because you hadn't been fucked in 6 months and you went, I'm going to be hammered and bang what'll ever have me. You can't do that when you're stoned. No, you can't. You won't even bang somebody if it looks like a lot of work. If I just smoked a joint, there could be a 25-year-old girl flashing her perfect boobs at me, holding up a sign that says, Larry, come fuck me. And I would still turn to my buddies and go, she might come over here, right? because this is where the chips are. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I didn't want to be too funny because I wanted to prepare you for the next act. I bug him. Well, Greg even knows who it is. Greg knows who it is. You don't even need to see the list. He knows who's the comedian that everybody loves. Not this guy. Who's the funniest guy in the room? But who's the only one with blue hair? Joey Baum. Ladies and gentlemen, the fantastic Joey Baum!
Uh-oh. Oh, this is a bad one. Oh, man. This is rough. Okay. Strap in, folks. My Savage Hypocrisy. An important editorial by Joey Baum. I used to be the biggest Will Smith fan on the planet. I bought all his albums on tape. I religiously watched his TV show. I even went as Will Smith, or I went as the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air 3 Halloweens running. And to answer your question, Yoel, not the first 2 times, but regrettably the 3rd time. Ruined any future political career I could think of. After Will Smith slapped Chris Rock, I just can't watch the guy anymore. I can't listen to his music. I've canceled him from my life. What he did was unforgivable in my head. But I'm still a huge Michael Jackson fan. Now you might say, maybe he doesn't believe the allegations. Oh no, it's true. But MJ is so talented that I'm willing to look the other way for a little bit of what he did. In fact, I'd give him 1 per hit. Yeah, that's how talented he is. Yeah. I mean, I would let him slap Chris Rock. You can picture it, right? Take off his little white glove. Thwap, thwap. Hee hee. Thank you. Who else would I turn a blind eye to a little bit of kitty diddling? A follow-up editorial by Joey Baum. Albert Einstein. Ha! The theory of general relativity alone is worth 3, my opinion. Some people say it's the most groundbreaking discovery in the history of science. He should be allowed 100. Not me, though. I'm not a monster. Besides, as cool as the theory of general relativity is, it ain't no man in the mirror. I know I shouldn't be talking about this, but I can't stop. Till you get enough. Chamonix. A follow-up to a follow-up editorial by Joey Baum. Prince William is a monster. And he should be drawn and quartered for what he did. But the artist formerly known as Prince, that man is so talented. If you're a parent and you've experienced Purple Rain, I'm sure you'd be willing to give up one of your own. especially if you have doubles. You know when you try and explain how you're not a creep, but you keep shoving your foot deeper and deeper into your mouth? A final editorial by Joey Baum. Donald Trump allegedly fucked a kid. And he is not talented enough to get away with that shit. And then the following week, I saw him John with the Pope. And I said, well, to be fair to Donald, at least when he fucked a kid, it was a girl kid. Which is marginally better. I've been Joey Baum. Thank you, Hamilton. Good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, Joey Baum. Joey Baum's set. An editorial by Larry Smith. I'm not going to do one. He's been through enough. You only hurt the ones you love. But I hurt him anyhow. Ladies and gentlemen, before I bring the next person up, I want to tell them they have a really cool name. They have a cool name. I have a shitty name. I have Larry. Larry sucks. Couple of reasons. One, I looked up Larry online. You can look up the meaning of your name. I looked up the meaning of Larry. It said Larry, the Latin word for the sound a duck makes when it's choking. You don't fucking believe me? You choke a duck, all right? It'll go, Larry, Larry. You choke a chicken, it'll go, ah, ah. Fuck you, that joke's only dirty in Dunville. But the next person up has a very cool name. I got stuck with Larry. But ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome to the stage, I hope I'm pronouncing it right, Tommo! Mr. Tommo!
Let's keep it going for our host, Larry. He's doing such a good job. Yeah. It's funny when Larry said in the beginning, you know, as comedians, we have to get the fuck off the stage when we see the light. It reminded me of when I first started doing comedy. I had a teacher who told me that someday I would make a great one-liner comedian. And I was like, thank you. You mean like Mitch Hedberg, you know, Stuart Francis? He goes, no, that's not what I meant. I meant like when you go up on stage, Tommo, you should do like one line, then get the fuck off the stage. So not supportive. So I've been trying to overcome my toxic masculinity. That's it, that's the joke. It's been a stressful week. Yeah, thank you for laughing at that. It's been a stressful week for me. I am moving apartments, which can be annoying. Yesterday, I got a written notice from my landlord saying that if I want my deposit back, I have to leave my room in hotel-ready condition. Yeah, it's ridiculous, right? Like, I'm not gonna deep clean my unit. It's a rental. However, I am gonna leave a Bible and an adult movie catalog right next to where my bed was. So I like the delayed response. Yeah, so I hired a moving company for this move. You okay? Yeah. Somebody call 911. Oh my God. I hired a moving company, which can be expensive. I asked them if they could bring along a blanket and some bubble wrap along with the truck. They said no. For that, it's an extra package. It's the Getting Freaky right before your move package. $29.99. Fun fact, right? Did you know that there are more fake flamingos in this world than there are real ones? Does that kind of make sense? Right. It made me think that flamingos are a lot like real estate gurus. Oh, that didn't work. Okay. Oh, damn. According to research, a healthy man could hold his breath for up to 90 seconds. So this study was conducted recently using a kitchen sink by my wife. In the Middle Ages, monks apparently went on beer fasts where they drank nothing but beer for calories. Then I realized that my dad was a monk. I got a weird text message on my phone. It said, "Hi, it's your grandson. I got run over by a car. Please send $500 for medical bills." So I replied, I said, "Hi, grandson. I'm sorry I ran you over. Please send me $500 so I can fix my bumper." I was at a job interview and the interviewer asked me if I had ever been in a conflict with a coworker. I said, "No." "But what makes you think that I have?" Then they asked me, "Where do you see yourself in 5 years?" I said, "The exact same spot where I see myself now, in front of the mirror." "Where do you see yourself, you weirdo?" Almost out of time. This is more of a rant than a joke, but so here's the thing. Every time I come to an open mic, at least somebody thinks that I'm the host, right? So they look at my notes and they try to sign up using my notes. And this one time, I actually, for funsies, said, "Yes, that is the sign-up sheet. Let me just put you down right after the monk and the real estate guru." Thank you very much, guys.
Right on, keep it going for Tommo. It fucked me up because I'm Irish. Actually, I'm half English, half Irish, so I used to get drunk and try to blow up my own fucking car. But when I saw Tommo, I thought, what fucking Irish idiot was so drunk he couldn't finish his whole name? Tommo what? I was waiting for you guys to come back. We almost gave your table away. I'm just fucking with you. We wouldn't do that. Not after you helped Frodo and Sam destroy that ring, Gimli. Fucking love you, brother. Ah! To Mordor's door! My buddy's back. I wanted to talk to you a couple sets ago, and you went off to smoke a joint. So I won't be mad at you. Did you go out to smoke a joint? Yeah. Fucking right, brother. You're my kind of people. So you guys aren't on a date? Do you know each other? Okay, I thought otherwise, well, you're really friendly for people who just got stuck at the same table. I'm going to go smoke a joint. Want to come along? And your name is again? Ben, right, like the Rat song. And your name is? Sam? Cool, I love that. That's like a guy and a girl name. That's wicked, and I hope you fucking got over your allergy to green food. Fuck, I fucked up that joke because Sam's not fucking allergic to the green shit. Sam digs the fucking green shit. It's the other dude who's like going, I'm not eating that shit. And sorry, Sam, I didn't mean to mislabel you. Wicked. What do you do, Ben? You're a security guard? Where do you secure? Well, that's what he fucking does! He secures the perimeter. I've watched TV. Where do you secure things? St. Joe's! Fucking right. No, that's great. That's great. There's a lot of creepy, weird people at St. Joe's. Some of them even work there. I wasn't looking at Greg. And he wasn't giving me the finger. Fuck you. We're all family. So you're security guard at the hospital? Oh, that must be a lot of fucking fun on the weekend. I've been in Hamilton emergency rooms. I was such a klutz as a kid. My dad told people this, and it's absolutely true. He goes, we walked into the general emergency once, and a woman said, hi, Mr. Smith, what's up now? And what do you do, Sam? I'm a nurse. You're a nurse? Is that how you know him? Wicked. So he's like your parole officer? I'm just fucking with you. Anyhow, that's great you're a nurse. I'm not going to make fun of that. That's an important fucking job and shit, you know? Yes. And I'm not going to make fun of security guards, because sometimes Greg gives me a ride to gigs and we park over at St. Joe's, and if we ran into him and he was on duty, he could kick the shit out of me and go, there was some crazy fucking bald homeless guy. He was bugging the patients. Oh, by the way, before I move on, you said you're not originally from Hamilton. Where did you move here from? Ottawa! Oh, I wrote a poem called Ottawa. Would you like to hear it? It's a poem called Ottawa by Lawrence Victor Smith. Ottawa by Lawrence Victor Smith. Oh. How'd I end up in fucking Ottawa? Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our next comedian, a friend of mine and a savior to us all. It's George.
Did you guys get upset, get offended actually, when Trump was shot and they missed? That's terrible. Can't say that anymore. Today's climate, political climate. Like, if you say shit like this, people get upset, you know, because words have consequences. You know, it's like, that's like equating that to me saying, like, if I go on Twitter and write fuck Trump, an Arab somewhere is gonna have an idea like, I want to fuck the president. Secret Service has, you know, like a press conference. They're like, we were able to save the president's butthole today from an attempted rape. What the fuck, like? No, but serious question. Were you guys offended when Trump posted a picture of himself as Jesus? I wasn't, honestly. And it's not because I don't care. It's just because the more I read the Bible, Jesus reminds me a lot of Trump. Like, when I read the Bible, Jesus is sounding more and more like Trump, you know? And I'm not talking surface level shit, right? Like, I'm not talking, oh, his dad gave him his career type of comedy. No, it's deeper. Like get it, the father. I'm talking about the fact that much like Trump, Jesus is kind of making this shit up as he's going. Right? Like, there's an instance in the Bible where they come to Jesus and they go, Sire, Lord. They're British for some reason. Even though they're Arabs in the year 0, they spoke with a British accent, according to Hollywood and all the rapists that make all the movies. So they're British, you know, and they're like, Lord, Sire, there's a bunch of people around and they would like a word with you. And Jesus goes, get me 3 fish and 2 loaves of bread. Like a fucking magician, right? Like, just you wait. Just hey, what? You want to stick around for this? You want to put that in the Bible? Because Jesus never fucking wrote his book, right? Like, it was just a bunch of cool moments that his disciples went, oh my God, like, this is cool. And he goes, you should write it down. It's the best I've ever said. And I am the truth. I'm telling you the truth. Like, Jesus is Trump, like, literally, just in a different era. And I refuse to say Trump is like Jesus, because Jesus is modeled after Trump. And if you even look politically on how they operated, Jesus was the main guy, right? And he reminds me of Trump, because he's the main guy. He's the POTUS. And J.D. Vance reminds me of Peter, because if Jesus goes away, Peter takes over the church and he leads the flock. And that's J.D. Vance, right? Because he's the vice president. And Caroline Levitt reminds me of Mary Magdalene in the sense that she's a whore. Can say that as well. No, actually, who reminds me, like, Mary Magdalene actually, she reminds me of Stormy Daniels. You know? The porn star Trump paid off. Because I'm sure something happened between her and Jesus was like, listen, I have no money, but I will absolve you from all your sins. Go. You know, the more you read the Bible, it feels like it's the best of Jesus. Like, there's a huge gap in the Bible, right? Like, he disappears at the age of 12 and comes back at 33, right? So the more I read this book, the more I realize, if this is the best of Jesus, that means somewhere there's a book which is called The Outtakes of Jesus. Kind of like DVD extras. Where Jesus just doing mundane shit that didn't make the main book, you know, like, he's just sitting there, you know, on a cliff, like, just standing like that on a rock, and he's looking down, and a guy comes along and is like, hey, again, British. He goes, how are you? Do you think they made them British because Arabs had bad teeth at the time? So, I don't know, just a thought, just occurred to me. I'm Arab, by the way. If your asshole is too uptight, release it. Like, I'm Arab. I get to do these jokes. So Jesus was sitting there and, you know, just standing. And a guy comes along and is like, hey, who are you? He goes, cool. I'm cool. What about you? And Jesus goes, yeah, I'm cool, man. Like, what are you doing here? He's like, oh, just come along here, you know, just a fresh air and just look at the view. And the guy goes, wait, weren't you the guy who just, the fish and the bread thing? And Jesus goes, yeah, that's me, right? That's Luca, by the way. He's writing this chapter. And the guy's like, yeah, so what do you do when you're not doing that? And Jesus, oh, you mean for work? And the guy's like, yeah, so what do you do on your day-to-day when you're not preaching and, you know, being God? And in a very straightforward manner, and it's very inspirational, God, or Jesus, as he's known by his street name, he says, oh, when I'm not doing this, yeah, I have a wood shop with my dad, and just make tables. What the fuck, man? God came to earth, and he was like, I can be a consultant or a venture capitalist, but no, I want to do something with my hands, you know? I like my hands too much, and that's why probably the Jews were like, you like your hands, motherfucker? We're gonna nail you with those. I mean, not the Jews, obviously, but obviously it's never. Yeah, true. Yeah, you're Jewish, right? Yeah, Shabbat Shalom. Bro, I'm Lebanese. We're getting fucked left, right, and center from Israel, which I know is different than being Jewish. But it's kind of the same. But yeah, like, the last thing, like, yeah, if you talk shit to the Jews and, you know, and you're walking and saying, I'm the king of the Jews, motherfuckers, like, people will nail you to a cross, you know what I mean? And if you think about it, that would be the final thing Trump does, you know, because God, like Jesus, wanted to create a religion that is huge. And when you do that too much, yeah, people fucking use it and nail you. That was a good ending. But again, the Bible never ended. Thank you, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, our Lord and Savior George, giving you some biblical fucking insight in your comedy show. I once had a friend of mine who was very Christian go, I don't know if I could come see your comedy, Larry. I heard you use 4-letter words. And I went, fucking right I do. Because they're not in the Bible. If they're not in there, you can't, but you can fucking say them. You can't find the word fuck in the Bible. Even the 10 Commandments doesn't have an 11th one that says don't say fuck. It tells you not to say Jesus Christ and God all the time, and Christians are always using that shit, you know. But you can't do that, and trust me, speaking of swearing in the 10 Commandments, Moses swore. Think about it. When did Moses discover the 10 Commandments? He went up on the side of the hill by himself into the bushes. Why does a guy fucking go by himself up the hill into the bushes? To take a piss. That's why. So Moses was up there taking a piss. Wow, all the religious shit, and everybody wants to smoke one. But Moses is taking a piss, and suddenly the bush catches fire. Trust me, if you're taking a piss and the bush catches fire, first words out of your mouth are, fuck! Next words are shit, because you don't know whether the flame's coming out of you or it was the bush. Wow, I just lost the whole crowd. I was cruising till then. Trust me, the word fuck's in the Bible. Moses said it. And like I say, Adam said it. Adam, standing there with the apple looking at Eve, was the first guy on the planet Earth to turn to his partner and go, no! Tell me one more time how this is my fucking fault! Mrs. Noah was the first woman to stand in her driveway and go, what the fuck? You told me this boat would be out of my driveway by spring! That's way funnier than you people are giving it credit for. I just want to tell you, I don't do shit I haven't done before, you know? And I know the reaction some of that stuff has gotten before. So I just want you to know, I got it up. You just weren't ready. By the way, I'm mad anyhow. A buddy of mine told me, ooh, people went back to the moon. Went, that's impossible. Kubrick's dead. Ladies and gentlemen, our next comic, oh, Wicked, it's you. You're going to love this guy. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your friend and mine, it's Tochi.
Let's keep it going for Larry, guys. That's too much. Yeah, hi. My name is Tochi, and I'm a Nigerian prince. Yeah, I can't speak for that guy that sent you that email, though. He's probably not even Nigerian. Yeah. I came up here to do a couple of one-liners, like leave my comfort zone, and also, yeah, let's try this together. If you smell like $1 million now, you actually don't smell as good as you used to. Yeah, adjusted for inflation. I don't avoid responsibility, but I think everything should be handled by someone else. I fell head over heels for my ex, and she fell head over dick for John. On a more positive note, though, my crush told me this morning that she would swim through 7 oceans just to be with me. She can't swim. She would rather die than be with me. Yeah, if I think of one, I'll say, this shit is hard as fuck, Tommo. You're doing great. Yeah. Well, my father left my family when I was 10. The stereotype is true. Men die younger than women. Thank you. Like I said, I only came here to try stuff that ordinarily I'm not used to. And one of them is crowd work. I hope I have some time. Yeah. The first time I tried crowd work, like, I totally bombed. But it taught me one lesson. I'm not supposed to ask anyone their names at an orgy. Yeah. I like that you got that. So let's try the crowd work finally. What's your name? Jackie. 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 Yeah. Oh, cool. What's your name?
Liam.
Leo.
Liam.
Liam. Like the lion?
Yes. Yeah.
Sick. What were you doing on 9/11? Yeah? You were a baby? Oh shit, that doesn't work for my crowd work. I should probably be heading home. That's all I had for tonight. Thank you, guys.
Go for my buddy, Tochi. Ladies and gentlemen, you'll be happy to know when I bring on the next act, we will be at exactly almost the halfway point of the comedians with a host. And then we will switch to the breakfast shift. And they have 8 more people doing 5 minutes without a host. But right now, really quickly, before I bring on your next act, because my buddy Craig brought his wife, I'm going to do her favorite comedy bit. Ladies and gentlemen, and I told Joey Baum outside I was going to do this. So ladies and gentlemen, this is part of my Canadian trilogy. I will only be doing part of it, so we will call it my Canadian Uno. I would now like to do my tribute to the great black-chested Canadian owl. Whoo. Whoo. Sorry, fuck, I forgot he's Canadian. Just a sec. But guess who? Would now like to do a British black-chested Canadian owl. Who are you? Who. Fuck you. I'm glad I'm glad CIS came along and gave that band a career. But nobody's old enough to find that funny. But thanks, Greg. Finally, I would now like to do a downtown Hamilton, Ontario, black-chested Canadian owl. Who the fuck are
are you looking at, buddy? I'll peck your fucking eyes out, motherfucker. Ah! I'm kidding. Come back. You got some change? You got a smoke?
Ladies and gentlemen, with dignity and restraint, I would like to introduce your next act. I don't have time to change. Would you please welcome the very funny, the very beautiful, the very tall, the very I drove all the way from St. Catharines, get the fuck on with it, Larry. Adrien Bird.
I've never hugged an owl before. It smells different than I thought it would. Oh, I know. I love Larry. He smells wonderful. He smells like all the marijuana that was combined from 50 years of comedy. I'm going to try a couple one-liners, too. They're not really traditional, though. Okay. Stay with me, because this is a rough opening. There's no difference between the sound of a lesbian orgy climaxing and a female curling team having a really great run. Cool. I also believe all crimes should be committed in spandex, or athletic wear, if you will. You know why? Because running in jeans is suspicious, right? Somebody's gonna know. Yeah, that didn't hit. Cool. I'm single. I'm not on the dating apps. And I'm not on the dating apps because, hear me out, they should be illegal, right? Like, you shouldn't be able to shop for people online with filters for everything but prices. Because that's how men get themselves in trouble. Shopping without a budget. All right. I do try to keep myself safe, though, in the dating realm. I got myself a dog. I have a Bernedoodle. It's when you take a cool dog and you make it a little gay. She does have a little bit of an attitude problem, though, much like her mother. So on the off chance that I do bring a man home, and he's like, ooh, like, what's this? I'm like, oh, yeah, she'll get you, you know? And she won't, to be clear, and I'm burning this now, but maybe the other women in this crowd could use this if they so need to. But you know what? I would say a Xanaxed out Shih Tzu, whose only hobby is collecting puddles of drool on the floor, would rip out your jugular if I thought it would keep me safe from a man, okay? So that's just fair for everybody. Okay, Okay, we're gonna move on to my chin. I did say I would talk about it. So my father's adopted, and I did a DNA test to find out, you know, his family. I found the family, but that's not what traumatized me. Okay, friends, and this is for real. So if I look emotional, it's because it's real. But under my matches, hold on, I want to be so. We're trying to be funny and not traumatized. Okay, so my chin is likely caused by something called Habsburg, right? Oh, somebody knows what that is. Habsburg jaw. And because under my matches, even my close matches, they say unassigned. And what that means is I'm royal. I'm fucking royal. Okay, that's what we're going with. Because if not, it means that it's an incestuous trait caused by significant inbreeding in certain populations. It even sounds gross to say it, like Habsburg. Okay, my brain doesn't even want to process that still, frankly. Okay, you know what though? But you know why I'm so like broken up about this though, is because that's like a double-blind study on being attracted to your own family. Like my father was adopted, my mother just lived here. They managed to find each other and fucking have me. You know what I mean? It's only one of me. It's just the one. And that is the most Targaryen, disgusting-ass love story I've ever heard in my life. But you know what you shouldn't do is tell a man at any point, maybe, that you're adopted or that you have adoption running in your family. Haha. You can't have adoption. Anyways. Because then he's just going to think that you're going to look for your family and his penis for the rest of your life, you know? And on that lovely note, and my traumatization. Oh no, I have another joke. I lie. Oh no, oh no, oh no, please don't hate me. I am going to preface this with I love everyone. I know it doesn't sound like it. I believe absolutely anybody who walks this earth can teach you something that you probably need to learn. And with that being said, I'm going to tell you something that I like to do. It's a little bit naughty, okay? It's a little bit naughty. I like to use the word retarded. And the reason I think that I do, and hear me out, is I'm ADHD autistic and I have CPTSD. I'm also royal, as previously mentioned. All right? So I think that allows me to say retarded, okay? Because before but you know what? Before the Enlightenment, the diagnoses, I'm sorry, Larry, I am getting to my point, I promise you. I would sometimes encounter, groups of people who are disabled or whatever at a comedy event, and because I can eat my own hair, because I'm autistic, and oh shit, fuck. I think I caught a bad rap because I'm autistic and I have this bitch face. I think I caught a bad rap for hating on disabled people, but that's not the case. It's just like when you're shy like this, and you approach a large group of people, for sure, they're gonna know you're retarded. I totally screwed the pooch on that, the punch on that one, then the pooch, and everything else. And we're gonna get Larry back up here, and he's gonna make you laugh, and we're gonna love him for the rest of the night. Woo! Can I get it back?
You go, Adrien! Like she's never heard that in her fucking life. Ladies and gentlemen, we have now come to hour one of the show finishing. Give yourselves all a round of applause. I gotta get rid of this extra stool. First, though, I'd like to do an impression. Look, it's Sputnik. Fuck off. All right, for people who are into movies from the 90s. You let her go, you bitch! It's Trading Places with Eddie Murphy. Ow. Ow. Okay. I'm gonna have to take care of this. Good thing we're near the hospital. And I have a security guard and a guy who paints the hospital. I should be all right. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please, without further ado, welcome the next comic while I get this stool off my head, Mr. Mike Felico.
What's up? Keep it going for Stool Man, everybody. Fuck yeah, dude. So one of my close friends is a hypochondriac and they have OCD. But every time they feel sick, instead of going to the doctor, they Google their symptoms. And it's fucking crazy, man, because he was having pains in his stomach. He works at a warehouse and he drinks every day, but he was wondering why his stomach hurt. So he Googled it, and Google told him it was either a hernia or worse, testicular cancer. Why is there no in between? Why is it either a light surgery or you have to remove a nut, you know? But it gets better, because a couple days later, he was just like, Mike, I tried, man, but it won't go up. I tried jerking off, but it won't go up. Like, what do I do? And I was like, dude, put a finger in your ass. I don't know, you know what I mean? Or maybe, like, don't think about cancer while jerking off, right? But I saw a video of this mom disciplining her son because the kid would pick up the cat and slam it on the ground. And so she made him take his PS5 and slam it on the ground. And I saw that video and I was like, what the fuck? She's letting him practice? You know, because like he's gonna do it again. And now he's pissed because he took his PS5, right? So I'm just watching this kid just slam this PlayStation over and over and over. And I can see the cat in the background like, fuck, I'm next. And now he's fucking warmed up, you know? Does anyone here smoke cigarettes? Sweet. So when you go buy cigarettes, they put these horrible pictures on the package to show you what smoking does to your body. So they'll put a picture of like a tongue with tongue cancer, or like a toe with gangrene, or the worst one, a dead baby. And it's fucked up, man, because like every time I go to buy smokes now, I feel like I'm at a slot machine. Cause like I don't know which picture I'm gonna get, right? Like I'll go up to the guy like, hey man, can I get a pack of smokes? No dead baby, no dead baby, no dead baby, fucking dead baby. God damn it every time. But I've been depressed lately. It's because I lost my job. But I only let myself feel depressed for 3 days. Cause if you're sad for more than 3 days, you're gay. I'm kidding. It's an unwritten rule in toxic masculinity, and I'm trying to be more toxic, you know? But seriously, though, I did lose my job, and it's fucking bullshit, man, because, like, it turns out you can't sell cocaine on the clock. I used to take a bunch of coke and put it up my butt and then sell it to customers. I didn't have to put it up my butt. That was more for me, but business was booming, man. Business was booming. And now I'm, like, applying for jobs, and it's a fucking nightmare, man, because everywhere wants you to apply online, but they haven't updated their resume since, like, 1998. So you go to their website and they're like, upload your resume, and you're like, all right, easy enough. Upload your resume, hit next. The next question is, what were the last 3 places you worked at? It's like, all right, I guess the resume part was just for funsies, so here I am typing out my whole fucking resume again, and then I hit next, and they ask you what state you're in because all the websites are American. It's like, buddy, I'll fucking tell you the state I'm in. Bang, 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 fucking reload, bang. Reload, bang, bang, bang. All right. All right, guys, my name's Mike Felico. Get back up here.
Thank you, Mike. Mike Felico, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very excited. Our next comic has an exciting last name. I got stuck with her shitty last name like Smith. And I think she's either got to be Spanish or Italian or something like that. You don't have to answer questions before you come up. That's rude of me to ask, but I'm saying. I grew up behind the Center Mall in Hamilton. That's why I say fuck so much. And yeah, and I went to Delta High School, the holding cell for Millhaven. So I was one of the ethnic families in my back in behind the mall, the Smiths. We were surrounded by Italian people. Ran into a guy I grew up with the other day. He's in the mafia, and he was driving a Tesla. And I was like, Johnny Chavero, you're driving a Tesla? And he's like, Larry, everybody in the mafia is driving a Tesla. I know he's from Hamilton, but the minute you join the mafia, you have to talk like that. They send you to a school. So he said, Larry, every guy in the mafia is driving a Tesla. I go, why? He goes, 2 trunks. And how many times I show up to a job and the guy brought a fucking friend. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know the origins of her last name, but I'm sure she does. Would you please welcome the very funny Diana Barbosa?
Hello, friends of CFTA. I will give you a little history lesson. So I am Diana Barbosa. That is actually my married name, even though I've been divorced for 5 years, and I'll tell you a quick little story. I was thinking about changing my name back to my maiden name, and then he called me and asked me if I would consider changing it back. So now I'm gonna die with this fucking name. Yeah. And he was Portuguese. That's where the name comes from. It's also a popular last name in Brazil for any Barbosa history fans. For you, I am turning 50 next month. Yeah, thank you. I've told the whole world. If you don't know it, you don't follow me on social media. Do it now, Diana B Comedy. You'll hear all about my birthday. And I really thought. I think one of the biggest fucking lies they tell you is, or that you believe when you're younger, is that once you are a grown-up, you're gonna have freedom and privacy. But does anybody here have children? Yeah, you will never have privacy ever again. And actually, the older they get, the worse it gets. So after the divorce, I went on the dating apps. I have 2 boys in their 20s and a teenage daughter. And they decided that they wanted to be involved in my dating life, and they wanted to screen who I was dating. Now, what they've noticed was that all the men I was dating looked just like their dad. So I would be on the apps, and I'd go, well, how about this? Mom looks like dad. Next one, mom looks like dad. I finally arranged a date with somebody that I knew looked nothing like their father. And they're like, where are you going? And I said, this guy looks nothing like dad. They're like, let me see. I pop it up. They look at me. I go, what? Mom, you're dating black dad. And then I saw it, and that was the end of that. It was, fuck, okay, that was that. Now, I also have found myself, especially since I do comedy, I go out a lot. I get a lot of mom guilt because of that. The same thing when I go on dates. I don't want them to know everything. So I feel like a teenager in my own house now because I find myself lying about where I'm going or who I'm going with or what I'm gonna do. And I find I tend to come home like late at night, and this happened to me actually very recently, a couple of nights ago. I find myself, I'm like tiptoeing in the house, especially because my eldest son's room is on the main floor. And I'm like closing the door really carefully, like shushing the cat. And then I'm like, why the fuck am I sneaking into the house that I pay for? It's actually really, really ridiculous, but it's a little bit like living with like cops, right? They're always like, where were you? Who were you with? Why do you smell like sex? Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's also even worse if you're dating men who have children. And I've noticed it is hard for men with kids as well, because if a man tells me that he doesn't see his kids, it's a red flag. But if he tells me that he sees his kids all the time, where the hell are we supposed to have sex? Because my kids don't give me a moment of privacy whatsoever. And it used to be that when here's one of the things that's changed as I get older, is when I was young, I thought I wanted a man with a really cool car, like a 2-door, 2-seater. Now I'm looking for a man with stow-and-go seating. Yeah, and if he's got leather seats and keeps baby wipes in the glove compartment, that's even better. I'll let you guys sit with that one for a second. Yeah. Well, because what happens is if it don't, like last time I dated somebody who didn't have the stow-and-go seats, you know what it's like to have center console shaped bruises in your ribs? I'll let you think about that one as well for a little bit. I've got one person in the front right here who knows exactly what I'm going through. Hate to call out somebody like that. Now, I did say I'm turning 50, and I am totally embracing my MILF era. Yeah, I really am. Yeah, I really am. And I do have a fantasy of being somebody's MILF. And the way that I see it working is that one day there'll be a young man sitting in the back, much like Mike is. And he'll be looking at me and thinking to himself, ooh, now there's a mom I'd like to fund. Yeah. Because I'm a strong, independent woman, I pay my own bills, and I can absolutely afford my own sugar. But what I need right now is a gas daddy. And I have been Diana Barbosa. Remember, I'm going to have that name till I die. Thank you all very, very much.
Right on. We're going to move things along a little quicker now. I would like to say, though, about our and I do watch you people online, so that when you go, Larry, what do you think about what I'm doing? I can be honest when I hurt your feelings. So I'm just wondering, if anybody's watching right now, make a comment so that I know next week I won't be all by myself at home watching this. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to move things along quickly, so I'm going to tell the next joke and hope it gets a big laugh before I bring on the fantastic next act, which is, I got excited. Is it Shauna? Shauna. Well, that's good, because originally I was high. I was all excited because I'm 60, and I thought, fuck, Shauna Na's here? I love Bowser. So, but I went in the paint store the other day. I walked up to the counter. I said, hey, give me something that's gray and comes in quartz. The guy put 2 cans up on the counter, and I said, fuck you, that's not an elephant. Ladies and gentlemen.
Larry, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. You have a message online from somebody watching.
Oh, wicked! What are they saying?
It says,
as long as it doesn't hurt my feelings, what are they saying?
It's Ryan Sim, and it says, hi, Larry.
Oh! Hi, Ryan! Wow, dude! You are the king of meta. Ladies and gentlemen, I will now bring up the queen of Shauna and one of my new friends in comedy. You're going to love her. Please welcome Shauna.
Let's give it up for Larry. Larry's so funny. I love Larry. It's like a celebrity look-alike contest tonight. I've been looking around the room. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but, well, the weekend just left. And Rachel Maddow is here. Rachel, thank you for being here tonight. I love you on MSNBC. And then 2 guys here won a Big Neil look-alike contest. Number 1, you first place. Second place. And then we have the lovely Mr. Scott Falconbridge at the back. He's wanting to check out the competition. So, yeah, I'm just looking around the room like, oh my God, look at all these people. So my name is Shauna. I'm from Port Dover. And if you've never been to Port Dover, don't bother coming. There's not much going on there. July and August, the beach, that's about it. Been married for 28 years. Woo! And yeah, my husband, he's very supportive. And before I got into comedy again, I was in a really, really dark place. And I was almost actually considering committing adultery. But then now I'm just mostly around male comedians who are unemployed and live in their parents' basements. So I'm like, well, my husband doesn't even go in the basement unless it's to sneak away and watch porn. And I'm like, yeah, he has a job, and, you know, that's the only time he goes down there, so I decided I should probably keep him. And I'm like, every time I catch him, he's like, pretends that he's not doing it. I'm like, I don't care, dude. You can watch as much porn as you want. I really don't care. And he always just denies it, because I think he was raised Catholic. And they have all that guilt. Up until 2 weeks ago, my husband and I were empty nesters. And then when my son moved home, he went to the University of Guelph. Go Griffins. You have all our money. And so now that he's home, it's kind of, being an empty nester is kind of like when you're 17 and your parents, they go away on a month-long cruise and leave you with their credit card. And you can do whatever you want. You can party, you can drink every night, listen to your music really loud, have sex on the kitchen counter. And then you start missing them and you wish they'd come back. And then when they do, you're like, okay, when are you leaving again? It's kind of like what's happening with my son. And, you know, I feel like I'm living with a domestic terrorist. Every time I open up his bedroom door, it looks like a bomb went off in there. And every time I empty his garbage, it's just full of crusty Kleenexes. Guys, he doesn't even have a cold. He doesn't have allergies. What else is new? Oh, I got my first hot flash. So that was fun. The worst part was I was sitting in my car in the Sobeys parking lot, and I tore off my shirt. And then there was people walking by with their grocery carts, and they're like, is that lady having a hot flash, or is she homeless? And, well, I guess either could be true. That's a new one I'm working on. But, you know, menopause has lowered my tolerance for just, like, people, like my husband. We sleep in separate bedrooms now. We still have sex. I just can't stand the sound of him breathing. It's just breathing, just normal, everyday breathing. I used to love having wine, and I used to be able to drink, but now 2 glasses of wine, and I'm hammered, and I say the most inappropriate things. Recently at a dinner party, I told my friend I wanted to have sex with her husband. It was really awkward the next morning after yoga class when I said, I'm sorry, I don't want to have sex with your husband. I don't even want to have sex with my own husband. You should have sex with my husband. So I went to the doctor, and she put me on hormone replacement therapy, and that got rid of the hot flashes, but I still can't stand people. Guys, I'm starting to think I might just be a bitch. So then I went to therapy to get a second opinion, and my therapist said, nah, you're fine. They're all just a bunch of cunts. My therapist is ChatGPT. And that's my time. Thank you so much. My name is Shauna. Let's give it up for Larry.
Right on, ladies and gentlemen, before I bring out your next act, I want to explain why I told an elephant come joke. It's because I found out something neat today. Did you know that the largest penis on a land animal is on the elephant? That an elephant's penis weighs 6 pounds? Yeah, people, that old expression used to be an elephant never forgets. I'm sorry, you got a 6 pound dog, nobody forgets a fucking elephant. Speaking of 6 pound dicks, I need to go to the bathroom. So, ladies and gentlemen, our next comic is a great comic. They even had me on a Zoom show during the fucking pandemic, and I got paid and everything, so I will not say anything horrible about them. They gave me money, and in this business, that's a covenant. So would you please welcome Ray Lockdust.
Amazing. Keep it going. Carrie. Hello. Or is it quiet? There we go. I'm just hearing things. Is that right? All right. Hello. I am Ray Lockdust, and my pronouns are they, them, because I'm a lot. And as of yesterday, I'm 1 week off meth. Thank you. I did get the prescription refilled, so we'll be back on my concerto tomorrow. Yeah, I have ADHD. It's why I'm smarter than you. So before we begin, I just want to have a moment of silence for all of the stars of the Wicked parodies that are now suffering from green body paint-infused yeast infections. I don't know how long a moment is, but as I said, I do have ADHD, so I think that taking a breath was enough. Yeah? All right, good. Thank you. I'm glad that we settled it. So I was diagnosed late with ADHD, which I don't know how it went unnoticed. It was neglect, probably. But I was in an appointment with my psychiatrist, and I'm just like talking a mile a minute, like every thought I've had since I saw her last. And she stops me, and she's like, "Hey, this is great and all, but just remind me what we're doing for your ADHD." My what? Fill out this form. And I did. I filled out the whole thing. And then I read the instructions, fill out all that apply. I have every symptom of ADHD, and I might not have filled out the whole form if I'd read the instructions, just because of how like self-doubt works and stuff. I have anxiety, I have socialized anxiety, and I'm an extrovert. This is fuck me, I guess. My late diagnosis was a very humbling experience. It made me realize I have a lot in common with God. Oh, God totally has ADHD. We've talked about him so much. I know you know what I mean. All right. So he hyper-focuses, makes us in 6 days, takes a nap, wanders back in, and he's just like, he's forgotten. He's like, oh my me, I haven't done anything. And so every time he comes back, he just either starts over or mods it. Total ADHD thing. Because when God comes back, he's clearly forgotten his plan. That's a new addition to this, so we'll work on it. I thought it was adorable. But when it comes to religion and stuff like this, oh my goodness, it's red already. I left it on for the last person. Oh my gosh. Okay, are we sure? I might have been thrown off now. Sorry. I forgive you. We're gonna skip right on along because I got distracted. God. So I have a niece and she's struggling with math right now, and I can't help her, and it's really hard because now I have to tell her eventually like she's gonna learn that the rest of the world calls it maths, and that there's more of it out there. And she's my godchild, right? Like when I first came out as non-binary, my brother showed that he accepted me by asking what the non-binary equivalent of godparent was. Sit with that for a second, everyone. What is the non-binary word for godparent? No? Okay, fine. Language is made up anyway. But I dunked the baby for Jesus, and she had her first communion last year. So we were like bound by God, and when we dressed her up like the child bride and sent her forward to marry Father Norm or whatever, I have feelings. When we sent her through, she wasn't the star of the show. It was this one kid who went up to do his reading at the wrong time. And the woman with the guitar lady runs over, and she's just like, "It's not your time yet," and sits him on the altar instead of his pew. As we sing, "This is the day the Lord has made." We made an atheist that day, I think. All right, I've been ready to Lockdust with some new stuff. Thanks so much.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, now that Ray is finished, we have 3 comics left before I can get on the Barton bus and rethink my life choices. I like getting on the Barton bus in the summer when I don't have a lot of money and I smoke a big joint, and that's my entertainment. I just ride the bus. I don't go anywhere. I just ride the bus. I like cartoons, and if you're high on the Barton bus, it's not like watching a cartoon. It's like you're in the fucking cartoon. I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, our penultimate comedian tonight. I know you're going to love her. She's fantastic. Please put your hands together for Carrie Fargo.
I know I've said this about Larry before, but he has amazing energy, and I think he needs a side gig like putting his face on bags of coffee. I would buy it. I need that extra energy. So I'm going to tell a true story tonight. A few years ago, I decided to study plant medicine with shamans in the remote Amazon jungle. And normal midlife crisis people just have an affair or buy a car or get bangs, but not me. I booked 2 flights and a 7-hour boat ride to a place so remote that Google Earth couldn't even find me. And if Google Earth can't find you, you're officially screwed. The boat looked like drunken people had gotten creative with wooden pallets. The motor was tied together with string and was as loud as a jackhammer. I hadn't slept for 72 hours, and it was also my birthday. You're probably picking up on a theme here. Poor planning, very bad decisions. So when I got on the boat, it was full of women, children, and chickens. So many chickens. I'm like, are they opening up a Chick-fil-A in the Amazon? Like, what's happening here? And about 6 hours into the boat ride, I had to pee, like emergency level pee. But the boat never stopped. It just skimmed along the shoreline, picking more people up, like some weird Amazon Uber. And at about the 7th hour, I was ready to burst and baptize myself. And the guys were on the roof, and they were just peeing off the side casually, these little golden showers raining down. I never wanted a penis so much in my entire life. And I looked at the women, and nobody had peed their pants. No one was crying. I thought, okay, are they telling their bladders to recycle? Like, what kind of strange Peruvian witchcraft is this? So I finally cobbled enough Spanish together and asked the driver, are you going to pull over for a washroom break? So the boat immediately pulls over to this dirt cliff, scramble up it, and I get to the top, and it's just grass, short grass, no cover, no tree, no bush yet. I look behind me, everyone's looking at me like I'm the halftime show. And then a lady's coming up the cliff behind me, and I'm like, cool, okay, I'm gonna copy her technique. And then I realize she's in traditional Peruvian dress, so she just squats like a pro. And I'm in jean capris. And there's no elegant way to get her to tight jean capris. So I had a big decision to make. I either had to like turn my back to everyone and show them my big white Canadian ass, or go full frontal. So instead I decided on this weird sideways crab-like stance so I could keep my eyes on the guys on the roof so they knew not to mess with me. So most people like have those dreams, you know, where you're peeing in public and you're uncomfortable. I don't get those. I'm a little too comfortable now. I went on a first date hike, ducked off, peed in the woods, and the guy didn't even know I was gone. Yeah. So that wasn't the only time I had to get naked in public in Peru. Unfortunately, there was a second time. But I learned from my mistakes. So now I always travel with a sarong, which is like lightweight, you know, doubles as a beach bag, portable change room, sun protection. It's like the Swiss Army knife of textiles. So I don't care if I'm going to Peru, Portugal, Costco on a Saturday, I bring that thing with me. Because one thing I learned in South America, you never know when you're gonna have to get naked in public. And that concludes my TED Talk on Amazonian bladder trauma. Thank you for coming to my stream, everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am so excited. We have one comic left before you get 8 more comedians. But I'll be fucking off after that. And then they're just going to introduce each other. So, but I did want to say one thing about what Lee was talking about peeing outside. I had to dump a girl once because of the outside peeing thing. I went outside and I saw our next comic's name, peed in the snow. He peed Ryan in the snow, and I had to dump my girlfriend because it was in her fucking handwriting. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please put your hands together? Oh, no, it's not Ryan. I'm sorry, Lee. I apologize. Hey, I'm an old stoner. Fuck off, dude. I was just excited. I thought I was finally going home. Ladies and gentlemen, our next comic is not Ryan Sim. Our next comic is Ryan Sim if he was younger and took better care of himself. Would you please welcome Lee?
There we go. I was wondering, damn, what is going on, CFTA? Yeah, we're still having a good time out here. I know it's getting pretty fucking late. Cool. All right, guys. What's going on with that AI, huh? Yeah, you know, people are worried it's coming for our jobs. I don't know. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I like it. You know, all the little things you can do, like generate photos, anything you want. You can give it like, show me Doug Ford riding a dinosaur, and it'll do it. And it looks pretty cool, you know? Or there's like the voice emulator, you know? You can do like Joe Biden. I'm gonna make him say whatever I want. He's like, oh yeah, you know, the kids used to rub my hairy legs. Yeah, he actually said that. No, that's not even made up. But what I'm really excited about is the upcoming AI sex bots. Yeah. People don't like it. I like it. Yeah. Yeah. They say it's not natural. It's like, so? Yeah. Yeah. No. I would hate to bang a 10 and still play Xbox. You know, that sounds terrible. No, you will definitely catch me down at Build-A-Bitch, you know, with all the other perverts. Yeah. Piecing together my sweet angel. It's gonna be sweet. But think about it, you know, like banging this thing, that's just the tip of the iceberg. You know, when you really get down to it, like all the fun you can have, you know, install some radial saws, bring battle bots back. Yeah, I could take my sweet angel down to the arena, watch her fuck up a toaster. Oh, that's my girl. I love her. Yes. But I know Mike already asked, but I got to set up this bit. People still smoke out here? Okay, we got some. Yeah, I know you guys have been in and out all night. Let's go. But I'm already at yellow? Oh, now we're just fucking around. Okay. But yeah, you know, as he said, there's the funny little pictures of the dead babies. There's like the little butthole throat thing. But these warnings, they're kind of spreading around now. It's not as bad, but it's on more and more products, right? Like you go to the store, you get a box of cookies. It says like high in sugar. And it's like, well, that's fair. That's a fair warning. Should probably watch how many I eat. But then you get like a bag of chips and it says like high in you're a loser. And I'm like, fuck, come on, Lay's. It's like 2 a.m, man. I'm just getting a snack. But it's weird, you know, like they seem to focus on the negatives. Like, man, we're like the positive advertisement, right? Like I go down to Metro, I get like a bag of carrots and there's just a guy with like an absolute Monty Python on him. I'm like, oh man, looks like carrots are on the menu. Yeah. Or like a head of lettuce and it's just like a guy covered in babes. I'm like, sounds like more salad. Or like, you know, a bag of apples and it's just a picture of like proud parents. I'm like, I should buy that. Anybody got a bathroom at home? I know, every house comes with one. It's crazy. But anybody got a bidet in here? Anybody just, yeah, yes. Fuck yeah. Oh man, those Europeans were on to something. Holy. Maybe like 2 years ago. It's like installed in the seat. Was it life-changing? We're gonna get to that. I'll feed you, baby bird. Don't worry. Yeah. Let me tell you, I have never discovered so much about myself in the bathroom. You know, like it turns out I'm a little gay. Yeah. Oh my God, because when that high pressure water hits your butthole, I fucking see heaven. Holy smokes. It should really come, is that actually the red light? Yeah. Okay, well, all right. It should really come with like handlebars so you can just strap in and feel the cheese, you know? But like, I don't really save any toilet paper like you're supposed to because like I'm just kind of busy like drying my mouth. But that's my time. I think there's like one more actual comic left. Let's get Larry back up here.
Right on. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to push forward. This is a great intro for our next comic. Our next comic is basically Lee if he was older and didn't take care of himself. Please welcome my buddy Ryan Sim. And Ryan is funny. You're going to love him.
Guys, give it up for Larry and not Dig Material. Guys, Larry Smith crushing it, guys. One more time. That's a treat, guys. Honestly, for Larry, please. Though, personal story, I have IBS. It's induced from stress and spicy food, and I had spicy food for dinner. And while I was in the bathroom, Larry was calling me on stage. So you turned that bathroom to a crime scene. I'm really sorry, everybody. It is not nice to look like celebrities. I have been told I look like Jonah Hill on Ozempic. Before Ozempic, actually. Someone said, no, you look like Danny DeVito. I don't like that one because they were quite young that said it. I'm like, are you referring to like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia DeVito? Are you saying I look like I eat cat food and sleep with another man on a couch? Because we eat dog food. All right. From Hamilton. I don't care. I'm going to be on TV June 22nd here on CHCH. Yay. Just like tonight. Last. That's week 10. I asked when I was going to be on, and they told me June 22nd. Then they said, just so you know, the camera adds 20 pounds. I was like, did you tell everyone that? Does it also cause high blood pressure and sleep apnea? Because I've been wondering. It's got to be the camera. No, I know I have to take better care of myself because I was at the the movie theater, and I was telling someone that I really like movie theater nachos. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? Oh, yeah. Yeah. And then they're like, oh, but do you go to the movies when you get them? I'm like, no, I just eat it in the lobby. That's all. That's what I'm all about. That's a night out. Of course I get it. And I got the nachos because I wanted to try and stay awake, because over the Easter weekend, every day I said, what do you want to do? He goes, I want to go see Mario Galaxy movie. He's 6, you know? And I got in trouble from management for sleeping in the movie. That's my new low. I woke up to someone shaking me and my son going, see, he's not dead. I was like, what the fuck is going on? That cannot be the light, Larry. Okay. He also said he has a machine at home. It's fine. I was like, oh my God. He's the guy that told me I needed a sleep apnea machine, because when he has a nightmare, I'd wake up and he'd be beside me in the morning. But he's like, Dada, I don't like my nightmares anymore, because when I sleep beside you, you die. Like a lot, you know? So I went for a sleep study. I don't know if anyone's ever done that. Yeah? Did you like it? First of all, it's a free chest wax. I like that part. But they told me that I stopped breathing 100 times an hour. And I was like, is that bad? She's like, it's not good. You know? We said per hour. You know? So like, to the Grim Reaper, I'm the ghost. I show up 100 times an hour. He's like, holy fuck, Danny's coming soon. I called myself Danny DeVito. I don't care. I wanted to say some new stuff. I can't. Oh yeah, I have a lot of friends. Well, they're comedians, so a lot of them don't have jobs. And they call me all day, and I have like a daytime job. And my work noticed it, and they wanted to ask me if I needed time off to deal with my divorce. And to them, I understand, because this is all they hear. They're like, yeah, I had fun last night. You were great. I gotta go. I'm not gonna, I love you. You know what I mean? Told you, don't call me here. Anyways. I did a show on 420, and I just assumed that there was a THC in the brownies. So I said, is there THC in these brownies? And they're like, no. I'm like, perfect. And I ate one, and he's like, yo, I forgot to tell you, there was like 5 grams of mushrooms. So I was like, oh my God. And we were in Barrie, so we decided we would chill out at a karaoke bar. And he goes, dude, karaoke bars are great. You'll fit in, just act normal. And I walked right up to the first people I saw, and I was like, hey, do you guys remember Napoleon? That's me acting normal on shrooms. And they're like, kind of vaguely. And I was like, did you know when he died, they pickled his penis? And I was about to walk away, and she's like, wait, what happened to it? I'm like, I thought you'd never ask. I don't know. This is in my brain. I said, well, it's been in rotation for a while, and the last time it sold was in 1995 in America for only $6,000, which I said, that's a good deal. And I don't know why she did this, and I was in the right state to answer. She went, what would you do if you bought it? And I said, I'd eat it. Because everyone's going to remember Napoleon, but they're also going to remember the guy that ate his penis. I am Napoleon. Bye.
That's one of my very best friends. Let's hear it for Ryan Sam. Now, kids, your Uncle Larry has some closing announcements before you get 8 more comedians after the show. First of all, comedians, if you would like a 5-camera shoot of your set, you can get it for $15 because they have an in-camera system in here. So if you would like something a little more exciting than what your phone can do, you can pay $15 and get a nice 5-camera shoot. Just talk to George. And as we all know, George has a pipeline to God. So he'll be able to help you out. Also, I'm not going to close with a joke. We have a lot of comedians here tonight. Before I bring on the next 8 comedians, I will be leaving the book here. Here's how it works, the next 8 comedians. I'm going to introduce the first comedian, and when they're done their 5 minutes, the clock is right there, you assholes. When they're done their 5 minutes, they will introduce the next person. And when that next person is done their 5 minutes, they will introduce the next person until you finally let Jake, after a week and a half of being here, go home and see his fucking family. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to say this to all the comics. I like to close out the closing night at the CFTA. This is the only place where I do this. I like to close it out like an AA meeting. Because it actually works for here. Keep supporting each other. Keep believing in yourself and what you're doing. Keep working the program. And please, keep coming back. Good night. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the greatest comic you will ever see in the next 5 minutes. It's Chris.
Sorry, Chris. It's all good. Hi, my name's Chris. Trying an Amish vibe here, as you can tell by the beard. Tried the dating apps, churning with butter, not working so well. I tried to get my car going, I whipped it a few times, still didn't move. Thanks, Jackie. I'm actually British. My parents are British. I'm the first ever generation Canadian in my family, like probably 90% of you here, except for all the other people who were up here who definitely weren't British. I didn't get a lot of good genetics from my parents. I got a lot of the Winston Churchill and not enough David Beckham. People in England use words pretty freely. In England, they refer to a massage as a jobby or a job. You can imagine the time when I had my girlfriend over and my dad says, "Don't come up around 9 o'clock. I'm going to be giving your mom a foot job." My mother is 70 and has no idea what a foot job is. If you don't know what a foot job is, Google it. So we explained to my mom what a foot job is, and she goes, "Well, you'd have to be bloody fucking talented to do that, wouldn't ya?" Agreed, mother. Another state of being British is knock you up in the morning. So I'm about 8 years old, and I have a babysitter come over. My parents get home late. My mom says, "Oh, you can just go sleep in the back bedroom. Don't worry. Tony will knock you up in the morning." I've never seen a babysitter leave a room so fast. Honestly, though, the dating apps these days are tough for a guy like me. You go on them, it's like they want everyone to be about 6 foot tall. You look at every girl's dating app, they go 6 foot or nothing. I'm like, all right, well. I'm like, why do girls only want 6 foot guys? I realize it's all about angles. You look at a girl take a picture from herself, it's from up here. They don't want some 5'4" guy look and go, look at the chins on this broad. Yeah, that's my best one. A big sports guy. Go Jays. Don't know how they're doing tonight, honestly. I've been too encapsulated in this whole circus. So they've been coming up with some crazy jerseys. So they've got like pride jerseys. Let's go. They've got score 1,000 goals jersey, play 1,000 games. There's a guy named Duncan Keith. Not sure if you guys know him. It said D1K across the chest. D1000. It just said dick. The part where I started to get a little crazy with it was when Baltimore Orioles in 2018 came out with a Braille jersey, raising awareness for blind people. Who the fuck doesn't know about blind people? I'm going to call it there, though, guys. Thank you very much. Jackie's next.
Guys, I gotta move this. It always makes me feel fat, so 1 second. So I was gonna come out here hard, hit you guys with a sex club joke, but by the looks of this crowd, it's not gonna go over very well, except for that guy in the hat. I think your eyes lit up. Cool, right on, I'm gonna go over here, awesome. So I'm a nurse by trade. Thank you, I get that all the time. Yeah, I inject Botox for a living. Yeah, the only thing I'm saving is low self-esteem. I grew up in the 90s, and it was really cool to be super skinny, you know, very gaunt. They actually had a term for it. It was called heroin chic. Yeah. Look like you're doing drugs, but don't do the drugs, was the message. So I tried it. I got up one morning and was anorexic. I made it to lunch. I was driving down Main Street one time, and there was these 4 women protesting abortion. I was like, oh, that's so inspiring. I've never done anything like that. So I called my doctor right away, and I said, can you take out this IUD? Fuck, there's still time. I live in the country, and we don't lock our cars at night. It's safe. I came to Hamilton, forgot to lock my car, and it got broken into. And I didn't notice right away because my car's filthy, and I don't care. Until I saw a note that said, "Dear Pig, do better." And I was like, what the fuck? Even Hamilton's homeless are disappointed in me? Yeah, like, come on. I used to work with this nurse. I used to work with the secretary. She was very uptight, a very mean woman. But they have a lot to do, right? They do the bookings and the clients and the patients. And I get it. It's a hard job and very underappreciated. It got me thinking, though, what about Hitler's secretary? I bet you she was a real bitch. Organizing all those train times? Fuck. Oh my God. I heard an Amber Alert the other day. I fucking hate those things, right? Who doesn't? But I started to see a pattern. I was like, hey, it's always the dads that take the kids. And I was like, whew, mine are safe. My ex would never surprise them with a weekend fucking getaway. That's all I got. Sorry, 3 minutes. Next comic is Liam.
Thank you. Keep it up for Jackie, everybody. Thank you. I just want to say, did anybody see Joey Bomb's fucking nails earlier? His hands? Those were crazy. I was seeing dead hands. He's like 10 coke nails. Yeah, anyway, sorry. Yeah, anyway, my cat, I think my cat's a Chinese spy. I'm really concerned. He's acting really weird, and I had the chance to sit him down and ask him the other day. And I said, psst, come here, buddy. Do you have a favorite communist leader by any chance? And you know what he said? He said, Mao. Fuck, dude. What do? I can't return him. I should have realized when I found dried ginseng in his catnip drawer. That was the first sign, really. You guys know Bigfoot? Yeah. Woo! Shout out Big. Yeah, thanks, buddy. Shout out Bigfoot. Yeah. Do you guys think he comes in different sizes? Or like, I mean, he's got it, right? It's like that actor's had to retire by now. He's been around since at least the 50s. And if he does come in different sizes, do you think they make a midget Bigfoot? Sorry, my mistake. Little people Bigfoot. I don't want to be rude. I reckon they don't, because if Bigfoot was a midget, we would have found him by now. We'd have probably like HD evidence. He'd be in frame way longer. Think about it. He's got big feet, but his legs are so small. If you get you, come here, little guy. And speaking of midgets, the other day, coincidentally enough, I was jerking off on Reddit. Shout out to Reddit. And as I was doing my thing, gooning, as they say, I came across a midget. A midget porn star came on my screen. Well, I came on my screen as a midget porn star, but a midget porn star came on my feed, and I said, what are the odds of this? Sorry, fuck, my mistake. Midget whore. I don't want to be rude. And so I finished, and at first, I stayed because at first it was funny. Then it got hot, and I realized I've been sleeping on midgets, or I guess napping on midgets, because that's a little sleep. And so I finished, and then in my post-nut clarity hit me, and I started thinking. I said, "Do you think, like, I wonder if midgets like being called the M word during sex?" Because I know that's a thing. I'm glad that this corner left, because this would have been a very racist joke, I think. I know that's a thing. So I started thinking, do you like to be called M words during sex? It's very derogatory. And then that got me thinking even further. If it was a little black person, you can call them your M&M. Yeah, thanks, buddy. The little ones always taste better. I don't eat people or midgets. So you guys know what a BDSM test is? Woo! My buddy did a BDSM test recently, and he showed me the results. And it was pretty crazy. I didn't know what 90% of things were, but the first thing I saw was 100% rigor. Yeah. And if you don't know what a rigor is, I didn't. I had to Google it. It's when you tie somebody up before you fuck them. But if you ask Scooby-Doo, it's something way different. Like Scoob, you can't say that, dude. Zoinks. And so like, I was curious. I mean, like I was wondering why kinks were. So I went to do the test. So I looked at I went to ancestry.ca. And I did the questionnaire. I think there were 69 of them, I think. And I did the questionnaire. I don't know if there's a light. Anyway, I did the questionnaire. And turns out, guys, I'm also a rigger, but only from the waist down. Boys. Yeah. And I also love Scooby-Doo. So now I gotta say, I rock riggers. Fuck. Is there supposed to be a light? Is my time done? I got one more, I think. Go for it. Yeah, fuck. I'm 30 now. I'm excited. One thing about getting older, I'm excited to get regular prostate exams. And I've been really trying to get my doctor to like, get me on that horse early. And I've been bugging him lots, and he's not to return my calls. He's ignoring me. And my family doctor's my brother, so he's got to answer me at some time. But it's okay because I know a guy. He's a back alley doctor. I forgot the punchline of the joke, so fuck, dude. I'm gay. I'm gonna bring up. That's it. I think I'm gonna bring up Jeremy Furlong.
Yeah. After that set, I can say, I think we're all thinking the same thing there. It's actually little person sex worker. Sweet Pappy Molassie. I know. Last year I was fortunate enough to take a trip down to Perth, Australia. I don't know if you've ever been to Perth, but if you haven't, I can explain it to you. Just imagine Paris, France, kind of the same city. The only difference is you got to exchange all the world-class art for drunk, racist Australians. Then it's the same city. Yeah, I wasn't prepared. Like I went with my brother and his wife. It was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to ruin their vacation. Yeah, I went there because she had family there, and a trip combined my two favorite things: travel and fighting with my family. Yeah, it was great. I was on their nerves the entire time. I don't know if you've ever traveled in a group of 3, but that's the best way to do it. Right? Because every fight is 2-on-1. And they're in a family unit. So all I had to do was hang back and wait until they got an argument and then pick the winner. I felt like a god. 17-0. That was my Super Bowl. But yeah, we went down there to visit her side of the family. They're from Perth. And because of the big family trip, her sister, Mimi, was like, oh, we gotta do a big family trip. let's go canoeing because Canadians love to canoe. And I do not. That is just a vicious stereotype that's promoted by Canadian Heritage Minutes that I do not support, right? That's why stereotyping is wrong, and it causes exercise. But she already bought the tickets, and I was just too polite to say no, so we had to go fucking canoeing. And being too polite is another Canadian stereotype, so maybe she had something there. But we got up at like 8 o'clock in the morning, went to this river mouth to meet everybody. It was one of those group trips, and the Mimi's like a really organized person. So the trip was like my brother, his wife, her sister, and her 18-year-old pervert Australian son. Yeah, like out of the box, he's calling me uncle. Pretty uncomfortable. He's also saying like, hey uncle, that's too bad you weren't here 2 weeks ago. We could have gone to the Sexpo together. And I thought, wait, Sexpo? Is that one of those like Australian words that like the meaning's different because we're from different places? He's like, no. It's a sexual exposition. And that's what you really want to be doing when you're meeting family for the first time. Going to a pervert trade show. Yeah, I'll see you by the crystal dildos and the hot dogs. But yeah, so we got there nice and early, at like 7:30 before the trip started at 8 o'clock. And it's one of the things where we just like rented a couple of seats and a bunch of canoes, and then it was just filled up with a bunch of randos. So we had to wait. It's like waves of different like Australians showed up. Like the most Australians, like straight out of the outback, we're calling like the group is like full of like Crocodile Dundees and Steve Irwins, and I'm pretty sure the last one was like 3 dingoes in a trench coat. And they pile in. We're waiting on the guy, the tour guide. He shows up a half hour late, clearly hungover. He's behind the 8 ball. So he starts rushing things. He's just like, all right, who here has canoed before? And all these Aussie outbackers are like, choo. And then he just starts staring at us 5 city slickers. He's like, oh, where are you lot from? We're like, Canada? Oh, the canoes are from Canada. You're good to go. And then everyone just started piling into canoes. We're standing around the canoe like, oh, I don't know what to do. And then the tour guide's already on the leg. He's like, all right, big man, how about you be the big engine and get in the canoe, big engine? And I think we all know what he was really saying. And I don't feel like a big engine. But I can't say I'm not a big engine, especially in front of my little brother. So I confidently get in and sit in the canoe. And then the guy starts roasting me like, hey, look at the big engine. He's a bit of a comedian sitting in the canoe backwards. I didn't know I was in backwards. You're probably judging me right now, but just think. The difference between the front of the canoe and the back of the canoe, pretty easy when you're on the water going forward. But when it's on land in Australia, where is up? So they fuck off, and then we're just basically ripping donuts, big engine going hard. And we don't know how to do anything. And so it's me just trying to be I'm the elder brother. I gotta engage, right? I can't just let this go. And occasionally, the pervert, so he just say the worst things. He's like, "Hey, uncle, when I grow up, I want to have 2 children related by blood." Like, you gotta stop calling me uncle. This is very uncomfortable. But there was a good part about this canoe trip because my brother's wife and her sister hadn't seen each other in 20 years. So they got to reconnect. And they were reconnecting in nature and rejoicing and kind of re-remembering each other. Not paddling at all. That was all big engine. And then occasionally the tour guide would yell over like, hey, left is right, right is left, go left, right. And I'm like, this is backwards to me. If you want to be helpful, how about you yell at the girls to start paddling? Big engine's running out of gas. And I don't know how long my set is, but we ended up having to do a race to finish it up between the other group. And I was pretty confident that we were going to lose. So they said, okay, whoever wins to the front wins a bottle of wine. They head off, and the fucking boomers destroyed us. We hit into the sandbank, and then the little pervert had a moment of epiphany. He said, hey, don't get mad, uncle. You're the big engine. You don't have to race them to the canoes to win the race, the bottle of wine. You can just run on the land. Go, big engine, go. And I was like, holy shit, I get to redeem myself. And I start running on land, and I fall over, and a 68-year-old boomer Australian beat me to the canoes and won a bottle of wine. But she felt pretty bad for me, so I got the wine anyways. The end. And we're going to bring up your next comedian. He's a lovely gentleman. He brought 4 people here for the love of the game. Keep it going for Mr. Nathan Wheeler, everybody!
Hamilton. When does the gentrification happen? Kind of need that one. I've been recently doing comedy. I'm pretty new to this shit, but I'm also recently single, and the two go together like oil and water. They don't mix. They don't match. The comedians will get that. I talked to a comedian one time. I'm not going to name names, but I was like, hey, like, what'd you get at comedy? And he was just like, divorce. A coke addiction where he had no other addiction a part of it, which is a terrible coke addiction, by the way. It's like, what'd you do on coke? Fucking stay home. Go out and gamble. Do something. Yeah, I'm recently single. I've been talking to some girls. One girl, she works at a hospital. Little thing about me is I don't want to go to work again. So I've been, looking for a doctor, someone high up there. But this girl told me she's an RN. I was like, me too. But also it works out because I'm kind of like only attractive to women on menopause. So it's bound to get a sugar mama at one point. I just want to, you guys know Epstein, right? Yeah. Objectively, a cool person if he didn't do the pedo shit. And the main reason behind that is like let's say, hey, Jeff, what'd you do this weekend? Oh, I took a private jet with my private island. I had my boys, Donnie, Bill, future king, over, and my French girlfriend found us ladies to sleep with. And best part, no Elon Musk. You guys know Temu, right? Anybody here use Temu? No? Yeah, fuck yeah. Everyone uses Temu, right? I used to use it for everything. I used to buy shirts, hats. I got really into it. I was using like the fucking soap from there. I was using like, I can't say that word, the Derodian or whatever. One day, just to let you know, I'm dyslexic and all of you are fucking ableist. I bought a razor, which is like scary to buy from Temu because one day I was shaving down there, and I nicked myself. Oh, boy, I fucking ran to the doctor. I was like, check me for everything. I need blood, piss, semen, whatever the fuck you need to use. Check me out. I need to make sure I didn't get anything from this Temu fucking razor. It's a really scary time. Anyways, this idiot fucking doctor, first of all, because he tells me there's nothing wrong with me. 2 weeks ago, I had my kid, and he's fucking black. My sister's here, for those wondering about the relationship between the whole fucking group. Yeah, that's my sister. Sad news, though. Sad news. Yeah, she got hit by a car. Woo! Happened like 6 months ago. She's fine now, but it gets worse. She's gay. And that's been going on for like 2 years. I don't want to talk about my family life, but it gets worse. My brother's Jewish. It's a whole joke. Anybody here have a big dog? Yeah, Ryan, you have a big dog? Yeah. Sorry, I have a bulldog. Anybody here have a bulldog? No? Okay, but here's the thing about mine is she's French, so she acts big and then gets scared of her repercussions. Yeah. So I'm from Hamilton, right? We all from Hamilton? Hey, yeah? Yeah, fuck yeah, we from Hamilton. But there's 3 things you gotta do as a Hamiltonian that like really make you a Hamiltonian. The first being, as I was walking down the street, I didn't have a job. That's another rite of passage, but we're not gonna count it for this one. And I saw a crack pipe on the street. So I kicked it like a pebble. The second thing is I got a car. Whoa, yeah. Another story about this. I was walking down the street. Life's been going really well for me. I got a car. I've been dressing nicer. It doesn't show today. Got some nice shoes on. Someone came up to me. They're like, "Yo, do you speak Hebrew?" No, back to the second thing that makes me Hamiltonian. I hit a guy on a fucking e-bike. What's your... Yeah, Liam, right?
Yeah.
I know you're going to understand this one.
Oh, God.
I have the underpants that like split. I sleep with my dick out.
Hell yeah, I do understand.
Yeah. That's a real rigger right there.
Yeah, tie down.
No. Okay, so, sorry, back to the third thing about Hamiltonian. We have this fucking massive problem with these raccoons, right? You guys know? Massive raccoons, we got massive garbage, they're ripping it apart. It's fucking terrible. I've had enough of it. One night, 3 a.m., they wake me up. Strike 3. I'm fucking over it. I grab my bat, I go downstairs, and I bang on my little garbage bin, because we're in Hamilton, we have a garbage bin. We'll have like just like regular garbage to put shit into. It's got to keep it locked and safe. I bang on the fucking door. I hear like scratching and shit. I can't do fucking scratching. But it's crazy in there. I open the door. I'm like, "Hey, raccoon, get out of here!" Fuck this guy, man. I've had enough. And I'm swinging my bat this time. Raccoon comes out. It's a homeless guy. And I'm not sure if you guys have ever hit a homeless guy with a bat before. But it looks something like this. "Oh, man, you hit me with a bat. Why is your dick out?" All right, guys, that's been my time for tonight. I'm going to bring up, for the first time ever, Zade Muhammad.
Fuck you. My last name is not Muhammad, by the way. What the fuck? Yeah, second time up ever. Yeah, thank you. I'm going to try the same 7 jokes that didn't work last time. You guys tired? No, for those of you trying to stereotype me tonight, I'll help guide you to the racism real quick. My dad's Indian and my mom's Afghan. Taliban, Afghanistan. Yeah, that one. So if I'm a better comic than you guys and I make better jokes and steal your gigs, that's my dad's side. But if I bomb tonight, that's my mom's side. No, but I was told I was funny in high school, so now a hobby I have as a grown-up is making bad jokes and filling up rooms with silence. Like that. That's what I do now. But no, don't believe what anyone tells you in high school, especially if you were homeschooled. What the fuck, Mom? None of that worked ever. No, I used to work at this industrial site in Hamilton a couple years ago, and it's exactly what you imagine. It had all these pipes and tanks and vessels, and a vat of poison we would flush into the bay when the city of Hamilton wasn't looking. But it was your normal industrial site. It was pretty good. I got sick of the gig though, because I just picked up smoking because everyone would smoke, and I'd smoke when they'd smoke. So we'd smoke with morning coffee, or we'd smoke after lunch. If a job on site was going to shit, we'd step out for a smoke. Problem is, I went back to school, but I was still smoking. So I'd smoke after morning coffee. I would smoke after lunch. If a pop quiz went to shit, I would step out for a smoke. It felt like cultural appropriation at that point. Like, I wasn't stressed about bills that I had to pay or anything like that. I was stressed about study sessions I was late for. I wasn't abusing my wife. I was abusing my dick. I should not have been smoking anymore. It just didn't add up. And I tried kicking it. I tried doing a lot of things. I tried going on walks. I tried nicotine gum. I tried breath work. But I just kept coming back to it. I would reward myself with a smoke after washing the dishes or some shit. I would just keep smoking, and I would smoke. I would go for a walk. I would walk my dog. I'd start smoking. The fucking dog picked it up too. I think he bought nicotine gum the other day. I think he's trying to quit it too. Poor guy. But no, I brought it up with my doctor, and for context, my doctor's this old school misogynistic wizard. Every time I see him, I tell him what I'm suffering from, and he calls me a pussy for an hour, and then gives me he gives me magic pills that work every time. Like cut to the chase. Like, why do we have this routine? No, but I'm a victim of misplaced homophobia from him. Like, I didn't even know that was a thing until now. But I went to get tested for mono a couple months ago when I was in my slut phase, and he asked me why I thought I had it, and I looked over and I tried to bit on him. I was like, "Doc, I think I've been French kissing too many men," and like I look over. He's like, deadpan face, HIV awareness pamphlet in his hand, gesturing for me to take it. I can't do anything about this anymore. But overall, I'm trying to work through it now. I can't afford a therapist, so like I guilt confess to ChatGPT a lot. I don't know if you guys do that. Like open it up at like 4 a.m. after a hookup, like, "Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned." And like, and it does give good advice. Like, I like the advice it gives me, but I just don't want to listen. So I try, like, I can just tell it to try again until it tells me advice I want to hear. So I'll be like, "Hey, Chat, I think I've been sleeping around too much." And he goes, "Zade, you should probably find community and nah, Chat, try again." It's like, sleep with a hotter woman. Maybe it'll make it go numb. That's more like it. "Hey, Chat, I'm struggling with my relationship with my parents. Zade, you should probably set healthy boundaries. Nah, try again." It goes, "Fuck it, burn all your bridges, Zade. Never talk to them again." That's more like it. It got so bad I started trying comedy bits on ChatGPT. I was like, "Hey, Chat, I think I've been French kissing too many men. Zade, try again." All right, that's my time, everyone. Thanks. Next up, and I'm gonna fuck this up, is Lilith Merrily.
Yeah, let's keep it going. I just want to take a second before I get started. I really like misplaced homophobia. That's actually kind of funny, but it's also a skill issue. Really, no homophobia is misplaced if you just try. Okay, so we all know someone who is super enthusiastic about their cat, and the cat sucks. This is a new joke, and it's never not awkward to get through that part of it because of all the awkwardness. But these people, they're so enthusiastic about their cats. They're showing you pictures. They want you to love their cats like it's their kids. And they're fucking mid-ass cats. Boring cats. And they want you to love them as much as they do. That's how I feel about my sister's kids. My two nephews, little fucking wieners. Absolute, like it's weird because like I can't, we're related, but I can't relate to them because I was raised fun, and these guys were raised as identical clones of Rod and Todd. Sorry. Threw me off. Yeah, so I'm a trans girl. For everyone wondering, or as my nephew calls me, Uncle Lilith. Fuck that kid, man. God, it's weird. It sucks being trans in 2026. It's a really scary time because fate has selected us, to just be socially terrified, like the myth of Cronus eating his son forever. Just a really fucked up way for fate to misgender me when you think about it. That's my Cronus eating his son joke. I decided to challenge myself. Fuck, should have been recording that. That's the best reaction my Cronus eating his son joke has gotten. I spent all day working on it. How do I make Cronus eating his son funny. No, it's a weird, fucked up time, you know, because it's so hard to make fun of politics, because it's so divisive and it moves so quickly, and we killed all the impressionists. So what are we gonna do? We try to, honestly, yeah, because we can't do impressions anymore. We killed them all. I was there. I was there when the last impressionist died. It sounded, well, I can't, you know. We do still have impressionists, but they don't sound the same as the impressionists we used to have. God, I want that one to work. I want it to work. I tried to go meta with it. Fuck, you know what? I'm not going to waste your time anymore, guys. That was great. I'm going to bring up our next person. Thank you so much. Keep it going. I think this is our last one, so let's hear it for the headliner, Ryan Schneider.
I'm not a headliner. I'm not a headliner. Hello, everybody. My name's Ryan Schneider. My home-style jokes are made of 100% meat or meat-like substance. If you hear me talking after the show, not that there's much show left, talking about choking and leather, I assure you it's just a story about having stuffed too much dry jerky in my mouth. My eyes were bigger than my tummy that day, which is strange because I'm a prolific squinter. Throw myself in the spotlight often enough, you'd think I'm training to be an Olympic squinter. I have to apologize for my energy levels tonight. I got laid last week. The worst kind of laid. Off. No, but you know what I mean, I'm a rebel on and off the job site. So instead of filling out my weekly online EI reports, I've just been telling this joke. So to whom in this room do I provide my direct deposit information? Daddy's got a gas tank to fill. I'm at that awkward age where my mom still cuts my hair, but she doesn't pick out my clothes for me anymore. I mean, she still emails suggestions. You don't think I could have come up with this all by myself, do you? Today's subject line said, what if Colonel Mustard and Professor Plum had a kid together? I'm not always sure if my mom just missed the AI art generator thing and accidentally sent me an email, but this one was definitely for me because the body of the email was an invoice for all the haircuts I've never paid her for. Right? I'll start paying you when you start paying a real artist. Fuck. But now I guess I am on the search for a barber who actually will accept as a payment a declaration of my love and a slightly too long hug. For anyone curious, it is she that pulls away first. I don't know if anybody in this room was lucky enough to get their hands on my rookie card yet. No, I guess rookie cards aren't worth very much. People aren't talking about them until the person in question actually goes on to achieve anything at all. We're waiting on that one. But I'll spoil the card for you, okay? Fun little stat about myself is my forehead is 21 inches around and my neck is 19 inches around. So what does that mean for you? It means that I am nigh unstrangleable. Any would-be assassins trying to get the job done would not be able to do it after a little bit of, and not very fun research that I did. You would not be able to get the job done with the cheapest or even the second cheapest available piano wire from Amazon. So in Hamilton, I feel pretty safe. No one's springing for that third tier. This is a good crowd. It's always a good crowd when I'm not reminded of my roommate's cat, because I feel no inclination to inform you that I just vacuumed my goddamn beanbag chair. And yes, while that's a process that involves removing all of the fine white hairs from my giant brown sack, it's not a euphemism for manscaping. I'm being completely literal here. I bought this sumo sack. It's like a 16 cubic foot beanbag chair. I spent an entire paycheck on it when I was 16. Great for naps. Try not to fall asleep on it all night though. Your back will hurt. Anyway, I get really angry at these cats, and that's an excellent opportunity to practice my German speaking. You know, very conducive language to raising your voice a little bit. I'll say something like, "Ich würde gerne vielen Hunden," which translates to, "I would gladly have many dogs." There's no way that they could know that, and still they run. And as quick as I am to yell at a cat, and I am, you gotta forgive them, right? They're such affection-showing creatures. You start scratching them above the ear, and maybe trace down the neck, across the spine. I get above the tail, and they get worried. They're getting a little bit too into it, okay? I have to remind them, hey, buddy, you're in the pet zone, okay? I don't care how impressively high you can stick that puckered asshole. For as long as your hair is an uncalled for secret ingredient in everything I cook, I could never love you that way. I had a woman come up to me after the show once, and she said, "Ryan, that joke about the cat was kind of disgusting." And I said, "It was about not having sex with the cat. Weren't you listening?" It's possible that I just made her uncomfortable, to be honest, which, to be fair, is probably the correct response to seeing a German with a clipboard. Whether I'm yelling at you or not. You guys have been fantastic. Thank you so much. Keep supporting the Center for Talking Arts. And that's the show for the evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming to CFTA. Give yourselves a big round of applause for making this evening special. We're going to have 2 mics on stage, no cameras, nothing, no order. If people want to have conversations on the mic, it's an open space. You get to share it. And if any conversations are to be had, please go on stage, grab the microphone, and speak your mind. Thank you.